Now the woman is sweeping up the house. So that gives her a chance. The corn gave her a chance to clean up a little bit. We have some people in the house that are lost, and it's giving leadership a chance to clean up a little bit. But as she was cleaning up, she was holding up. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and no one comes to the Father except through me. Now, the only way you cannot get delivered out of your mess is if you want to hold on to your mess. Now, look at this. If this coin had a mind and it was separated from the rest of the coins, watch this. And it's laying on the floor, it's cold, it's dark, and a whole bunch of dust around you. And as the woman began to sweep up, I bet you when she hit one of those little dark area corners, Sister Kiki, the coin began to make a noise. That means it began to cry out because it wanted to be. The woman is holding up the lamp, sweeping, but at the same time she's looking, but she also has to be hearing because the coin is going to say, hey, here I am. Don't miss me. The hymn says, Lord, don't pass me. Watch this. So it says that the woman was cleaning. I can't get over that cleaning part. It says that the woman was cleaning in the house. Now we done got the coin to cry out in the house. But until the woman picks it up, Sister Sandra, it is still in-house lost. What brings us from being lost? Two things. Faith and fear. Watch this. Jesus had fed the multitude, sent his disciples on their way. Book of Matthew, it says that Jesus came walking to his disciples on the water in the middle of a storm. And the disciples were scared. There goes your fear. But out of all of those that were scared, there was only one that was fearful, that his faith was developed to recognize who Jesus was. And that was Peter. Peter said, Lord, if that is you, command me. King James says, command me to come to you. Peter didn't ask to walk on the water. He said, command me to come to you. So he could have been saying, let me walk on the water, or you know what, just stretch your arms out real far and just embrace me and pull me in. Okay. The coin is saying, here I am. Embrace me and pull me in. So this is what Jesus said. Peter, you have had the fear, Andre, to recognize. You have the fear to be in shock of me, in awe of me. He says, now you have had the faith to call out to me. He says, but now I'm going to give you a command to walk to me. Watch this. And this is us in Peter's shoes, Sister Sanders. We have the fear and we have the faith. And we begin to do exactly what God has told us to do, Bro Patrick. But sooner or later, the storm begins to arise. Now, the storm can be anything in your life. But the storm, I want you to understand today that the storm represents the mess that's in your life. So this is what happens. Peter begins to walk to God on the water, walk to Jesus on the water. And the storm begins to rise. And as long as Peter was walking to Jesus, he was looking at him and he was fine. That is us. While when we first come in with our faith and our fear, we are fine. And then what happens is, Sister Kiki, we get some friends that begin to doubt us. We get some people that begin to question our integrity. We get some people that want to throw things in our past back up into our future. We begin just becomes a big old mess. And we get lost in that mess because we look down at the mess. Now this is what happened to Peter when he began to look down at the mess. He began to sink and he began to drown because he took his eyes off of Jesus. And what happened when he began to drown? Oh my God, he began to drown. What happened? Peter cried out, Lord, save me. There's some people in the house that are drowning.
My God, my God.
And we are missing them crying out saying, somebody, anybody, save me. Because here I am and I am lost in the house. I came to the house to get healed. I came to the house to get delivered. I came to the house to get saved. I came to the house to be edified. I came to the house to get delivered of some strongholds. But nobody in the house has paid me any attention. And I'm surrounded by all of this mess. I'm beginning to hurt. I'm broke down. I'm busted and disgusted. And nobody can help me. Somebody, please. I'm crying out that somebody, anybody, save me. Watch this. The world itself is crying out for somebody, anybody, to save it. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Any day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can have winter, spring, summer, fall. You have sinkholes popping up, swallowing people, laying in their own bed. Tornadoes are dropping out the sky unexpectedly. They can't even predict when a tornado gonna come now. It just earthquakes happening all the way in New York. The earth itself is crying out for somebody to save it. Amen. And the word says that if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray. The first word, Dre, is pray. Repent. Turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and heal. The problem is nobody wants to humble. Nobody wants to pray. And most definitely don't nobody want to repent. These past couple months, Deacon Richards, I have felt exactly like Paul. My heart's desire is that everybody be saved. And in reality, it hurts me because not everybody wants to be saved. Some people actually like laying in their mess.
There you go.
Some people are actually comfortable in their mess. But then Paul says this, Sister Sanders, he said, how can they hear unless it comes from a preacher? Then Marcus, he said, how can he preach unless he been sent? So how can we heal the land unless we have been sent to heal the land? Watch what the Spirit says, Andre. God says, I ain't sending nobody to heal the land until first I get the house clean.